Good day everyone, my name is Anthony Buban Cordes from BSc 2B English, and this is my video presentation about common forms of cybercrime. So this is the topic. The number 1 is what is cyber. Number 2 is Republic Act number 10175, Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Number 3 is Republic Act number 10173, Data Privacy Act of 2012. Number 4 is common forms of cybercrime, and the last one is criminal activities. Before we talk cybercrime, let's first define what cybercrime means. The term cyber refers to anything related to the internet, computers, and the digital technologies. In today's world, the term has become synonymous with the use of digital tools and networks, particularly in the internet for the communication, commerce, and entertainment. So, cyber represents the online world, a space we interact, connect, and even conduct a business. And just like any other space, it's susceptible to crimes. Now that we know the cybercrimes refers to, let's talk about the law designed to protect individuals and businesses in the digital space. Republic Act number 10175, also known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. The first one is define cybercrimes, prescribe penalties, and the last one is aim to combat online threats. This law was enacted to address the growing numbers of crimes happening online. It defines cybercrimes and provide penalties for perpetrators involved in illegal online activities. The main objective of this law is to prevent and investigate cybercrimes, protect data, and ensure a safer digital environment. Another crucial piece of legislation related to cybercrime is Republic Act number 10173, or the Data Privacy Act of 2012. This law is especially focused on the protection of the personal data in the digital space. So this law protects personal data, imposes responsibilities on data controllers, and the third one is requires consent for data collection. So this act ensured that personal information is collected, stored, and processed properly and responsibly by businesses and organizations. It also mandates that individuals give consent before their data is collected and gives people the right access, correct, and even erase their personal information. So now, let's move on to the main topic, which is the common forms of cybercrime. So, I provided here some video for you to really understand what cybercrime or what common forms of cybercrime is.
Have you ever heard of cybercrimes?
When you hear the word cybercrime or hacker, what image comes to mind? Is it a sketchy guy, perhaps wearing a dark hoodie, camped out in a dank basement somewhere, typing away furiously? Cybercrime is defined as a harmful activity conducted via the means of technology, including hardware, software, and communication networks. Most of the hackers' primary motivation is financial gain. They are using a variety of methods to do the crime. Hackers use phishing attacks to collect credit card or debit card details, banking account login details. Once they gain credentials, they log into your account and transfer the money to their account. They also use attacks like ransomware on the entire organization for money. The common forms of cybercrime includes phishing, malware, hacking, child pornography, data breach, identity theft, online fraud, and grooming. Tips to prevent cybercrimes and internet threats. Ensure your system is up to date. Cybercriminals are aware of flaws or loopholes to enter in your system. So, always keep your operating systems and internet security software updated. Use a secure internet connection. A VPN encrypts all the traffic before it reaches your device. If the hackers want to attack your device, they cannot intercept anything except your encrypted data. Use a strong password. A combination of letters, numbers, and symbols will make a strong password. With the help of a password manager, you can assign and store encrypted passwords for different sites. Be aware of fraudulent emails. When a spam email appears in your window and asks you to share your logins, never fall for that trap. Remember, any established brand never asks for your login credentials through any email. Protect yourself from identity threats. The hacker uses a public profile on social media to steal personal data. You might get tricked away by these emails and messages, leading to potential identity threats or heavy financial losses. Manage your social media settings. When you are working on your social media profile, the best advice is to keep your personal or private information locked from public eyes.
Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility, and it boils down to this. In cybersecurity, the more systems we secure, the more secure we are.
So the last topic is criminal activities in the digital age. So cybercrimes are evolving rapidly and new criminal activities are emerging all the time. This can include anything from ransomware attacks where hackers lock your data and demands a ransom, to even a more sophisticated forms of cyber espionage involving state-sponsored actors. So the digital space is vast, and while it offers incredible opportunities, it also comes with the risks. That's why it is essential to be vigilant, secure your devices, and report any suspicious online activity. So that's a wrap for today's lesson on cybercrime. We've covered important laws like Cybercrime Prevention Act and Data Privacy Act, along with common forms of cybercrimes like hacking, phishing, and online fraud. Remember to stay informed and protected when you are online, and always be cautious about sharing personal information. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye.